Welcome to the Explainer. Today we are unpacking a highly requested source guide, the Smart Buyer's Blueprint for getting your hands on authentic Dr. Groot hair care products. If you're ready to actually transform your routine with real K-beauty science, well, you're in exactly the right place.
I mean, you've definitely seen the hype by now, right? Dr. Groot has absolutely exploded over here in the US. You've probably had it pop up in your Amazon feed, or maybe you've fallen down one of those super detailed Reddit rabbit holes where people are just raving about it. But that leaves us with a pretty big dilemma. You want the results? Sure, but where do you actually hit buy to ensure you're getting the real deal without getting ripped off?
Okay, here is our roadmap for today. We're going to breeze through the buying minefield, break down the big three retailers, look at the price breakdown, explore bulk and global options, and then wrap it all up with pro tips for actually getting results. Let's jump in.
Starting with Section 1, the buying minefield, and how to avoid the risks.
Look, buying from just any random seller online, it's a massive gamble. We aren't just talking about losing a few bucks here. You run the very real risk of getting flat-out counterfeit products, paying ridiculously inflated prices, or honestly just getting completely lost in this massive product catalog and having no earthly idea where to start. We need a solid strategy.
Which brings us perfectly to Section 2, the big three retailers. These are your trusted sources.
First up, we've got the official brand website, drgroot.net. If you are brand new to this stuff, this is your absolute best starting point. Why? Because they give you expert, highly detailed guidance. They actually help you match their products specifically to your scalp type, and they back it up with really reliable customer support. It's kind of like having a personal shopper.
Now, for a totally different approach, you've got the LG Beauty Store. Since this is the brand's literal home base in the US, buying here means you're purchasing directly from the manufacturer. That means zero, and I mean zero, authenticity concerns. Plus, this is where you're going to find first access to their new launches and some really sweet exclusive bundle deals.
So, it really comes down to what kind of shopper you are. Over at drgroot.net, it's all about that expert guidance and personalization, but at the LG Beauty Store, you're trading that for direct, straight-from-the-source authenticity and those exclusive bundles. There are both incredibly safe options, just built for entirely different needs.
And finally, we absolutely have to talk about Amazon. You just can't beat the convenience, right? It's highly accessible basically anywhere, shipping is lightning fast, and returns are a total breeze. But the real game changer here is subscribe and save. If you're washing your hair with this stuff every single day, locking in a 5 to 15% recurring discount is absolutely huge.
All right, moving on to Section 3, the price breakdown. Let's talk dollars and cents.
Let's look at the actual numbers here. Take the hair thickening shampoo. It sits at $33 on both Amazon and LG Beauty. But kick in that Amazon subscribe and save, and suddenly it drops to somewhere between $28.05 and $31.35. Now, don't count LG Beauty out just yet, because they frequently run these site-wide 15% off promotions. When they do, prices for heavy hitters like the Miracle in Shower Treatment or the Thickening Serum drop right down to match Amazon's base tier perfectly. Subscriptions and promos literally shift the entire value proposition.
Up next, Section 4, Bulk and Global Options. Because families and our international folks need options too.
So if you're trying to save some cash and want to go big, Costco is absolutely your best friend. They carry these massive 23.6-ounce value-sized twin packs. The price per ounce just plunges when you buy like this. If you've got a whole family using it, or you're just a daily power user, this is pretty much a no-brainer. But wait, what if you are living outside the US? We have to tackle this hurdle because the LG Beauty Store only ships within the United States. So what's a global buyer supposed to do?
Well, here is your workaround. Olive Young Global. They're a super trusted Korean retailer that ships authentic K-beauty straight from South Korea to over 150 countries. And yes, they carry a massive array of Dr. Groot products. So international buyers, don't sweat it. You are totally covered with fast, authentic shipping. All right, on to our final section, Section 5, Pro Tips for Results. How to actually buy correctly.
Okay, get ready for a major paradigm shift from the source material. For years, we've all been conditioned to buy shampoo for our hair type. But guess what? That actually leads to slower results. The real secret to Dr. Groot's Scalp Revitalizing Solution is that you absolutely must match the product to your scalp condition. Doesn't matter if your scalp needs soothing, purifying, or thickening, treating the scalp itself is what actually unlocks the faster results.
82.2%. Just let that number sink in for a second. According to the clinical data we pulled from our source, this represents a massive, verified reduction in hair breakage achieved by users.
And then, on the flip side, check this out. A 169% improvement in scalp moisture. I mean, those clinical numbers are just off the charts. But there's a very specific catch if you want to actually hit those benchmarks yourself.
And that catch is perfectly summed up by this quote right from the source. A standalone shampoo works, but the full routine delivers the complete results. See those crazy 82.2% and 169% numbers? They're based entirely on using the Scalp Revitalizing Solution products together. It's definitive proof that you really need to invest in the full regimen, rather than just buying one bottle of shampoo and crossing your fingers for a miracle.
So let's bring it all together. Here is your smart buyer's blueprint in 4 simple, actionable steps. Step 1. Pick your trusted retailer, depending on if you want guidance, authenticity, or pure convenience. Step 2. Figure out your specific scalp type and match the product to it. Step 3. Buy the full regimen so you can actually get those clinical results. And Step 4. Utilize those LG Beauty bundles or Amazon Subscribe and Save to maximize your dollar. Honestly, finding the products is easy, finding the right place to buy them and building the right routine is what actually moves the needle. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Are you ready to stop guessing and start investing in real, clinically verified science? By using the exact data we've walked through today, you can finally make a purchase with total confidence. Thanks so much for hanging out with me on this explainer, and we will see you next time.